Welcome to Xybion QMS, introducing a newly released version of the web-based solution that allows you to manage your entire document lifecycle and quality processes in a controlled, compliant, and yet flexible way. The integrated and scalable system includes that robust document management system, which is integrated with end-to-end quality and qualification or competency management processes, which can be enabled as you need them. The Xybion QMS includes a full end-to-end lifecycle management and repository for documents such as SOPs, work instructions, project and product life cycle files and artifacts, study reports and documents, manuals, protocols, other digital content such as video, spreadsheets, URLs, and even place cards for the location of physical files. Archive paper and posted reports can also be kept in the system. Within the system, we have several ways to store the information. First of all, one of the most easily used is what we call our favorite documents, which allows each individual user to tag favorite folders and documents to give them rapid access to the critical folders they use on a daily basis. Within those folders, we can click to expand and drill down and file any way we'd like. The documents are loaded either through migration, an import, or we can bring in individual documents one at a time. So I can grab one from my hard drive to initially populate the system. More interestingly, I can also create a brand new document from an existing approved and distributed document template, or what we call model in the system. So the document management capabilities includes that folder hierarchy, which allows us then to store those documents. Now, depending on the permissions, which are very granular, and the life cycle of the document, it will determine which of the functions that you can perform on that document. Within the system itself, as I showed before, we can create folders and subfolders with references and set the security on each one of those. For example, just under the product and project study folder, you can see I have a large drill down set of folders that I can configure and design to meet my regulatory and internal requirements. That is completely configurable by you, the customer. Inside the document management system itself, we can then go and not only house those documents, which, for example, will include running those different cycles, but then we can access that information. So here's an example where I've run my document through review and approval, and I'm just moving it through distribution. We have different ways to distribute documents, and it can change each time. So for example, we have a TBRU, to be read and understood, where it's simply acknowledgement. We can also send out the task, which was the first one I showed, just to say I've received this. But what's interesting is we can have that to be read and understood cycle come complete with a questionnaire, which is scored in the background, which can determine if that person truly is knowledgeable on that particular document or not. So we have those three ways, plus if the person doesn't need to be trained, we can simply notify them of that distribution. So in addition to the robust review and collaboration, approval cycles, the system makes it easy for the training on your SOPs over time as they get versioned in the system. So as we mentioned, you can access your documents from your favorite, from your document directory, from the notifications that go out, which include links to the documents themselves. In my sequences, so when I'm told to review or approve a document, I will have access to it. We can also put those document links inside of a CAPA nonconformance document change request where I can review them there. And of course, I can plug in links to the documents inside of other documents. So my quality plan, for example, can be a series of other reference documents. That document search Finally, includes not only the ability to do metadata searches, but to do robust searches with full text search over the content of the document, including filtered searches as well. Within the document management, as we see, and we've talked about the searches, we've also have another feature, document class. So this will allow me to take multiple documents and switch them over to a completely different behavior. So in this example, I'm going to take a couple documents and I'm going to select archive, which will immediately give me a set of any warnings and tell me what's going to happen and either block me or allow me to do that conversion. Now, document classes are very powerful because I can update the metadata on several documents all at once, including who are the reviewers, the approvers, who the distribution list is, the unique numbering system, whether they're converted to PDF, whether they have a stamping schema, and of course in this case the permissions were critical because I removed the permissions in the archive class from the general population of readers. So a very powerful feature that helps you maintain the document management system over time. And that is just a very high level of the document management system in Xybion QMS. We hope that you'll contact us and ask for a demo if you have any more questions. This DMS has the full lifecycle automation from end to end and all the controls, including very robust permissions, to make sure that you can easily control the maintenance and ensure the compliance of your content assets over time. Thank you for watching.